not always meant to be reached. It often serves simple as something to aim at. Bruce Lee. A very good morning, one and all present here. I, Monica, second year student of Management Studies, New Horizon College of Engineering, extends a warm welcome to this session. Now, I welcome Dr. Mohan Mangnani, Chairman, New Horizon Education Institution, in his absentia. Dr. Manjunatha, Principal, New Horizon College of Engineering, in his absentia. I welcome Dr. Gurubasava Aradhya, Head of the Department of Management Studies, esteemed faculty members, coordinators, and my dear fellow mates. Knowledge is power, knowledge shared is power multiplied. On this note, I welcome Speaker of the Day, Himanshu. Sir is the founder, Everything Recycles, overlooking food and beverages department, formulating strategies and implementing the brand standards. Clerks, Exotica, Bangalore Assistant Food and Beverage Managers. Institute of Hotel Management, Lucknow, completed 3 years of diploma, Hotel Management in Bershiba Senior Secondary School, Hardwani. I welcome you, sir. Sir, it's an honor for us to have you as a speaker and guest for the day. Now, I call upon Dr. Gurubasava Aradhya, sir, to honor our guest for the day. Thank you, sir. Himanshu, sir, now the session is over to you.
Right, whosoever is sitting in the back now, please come. Lot of empty spaces there. Come. You can't hide in life. You have to please come. Last 3 rows, please come this side.
Hey, here.
Front row, front row.
Go, go.
Here, front row. Lady, young lady.
Yashwant. Go, friend. People, go.
That last two rows also come this way. Come.
Gagana. Chetan, check there on that paper there. No?
There.
Your front row here.
First
Right.
row. Go to the first row, no? Not here. First row. Let them. First you let them out.
Not these four, ma'am. No.
Sit here.
Thank you, ma'am.
Come here. Don't hide. Yeah. The guy with the beard, yes. Come here. Full empty is there. You can't hide. Okay. Good morning, guys. Good morning, guys. Very good. Thank you. So my name is Himanshu, and today I am going to talk to you something about very hot take nowadays, entrepreneurship. What is your expectation from this class, from this session? Any expectation? We'll interact. We all have expectation, correct? Why we are doing MBA here? Yeah, it's an expectation, correct? How many of your parents have pushed you to do an MBA? Somebody who don't want to do and parents say no. Be truthful. I can see some smiles over here. It's okay. All of you coming with your own willing? Sure? Yes. Okay. So, the startup ecosystem, entrepreneurship, lot of people are talking about. How many of you come from business background? Somebody has their own businesses. The father in a business. Anybody? Raise your hand, guys. No? No business? Your business? Anybody from business background? Okay, great. How many of you want to do business? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. How many of you are parents in government job? Okay, great. 1, 2, oh, lot of you. Very good. How many from Karnataka? Oh, maximum. How many from Bangalore? Okay. How many from outside Karnataka? Oh, very good. So we have diverse thing. Okay, great. So before we start talking about entrepreneurship, business, okay, let's go back to our childhood. Because your childhood must be then when we would have started a career. Okay, so you would have not experienced maybe your faculty and faculties, HODs, they can tell you, why childhood is important for us, because it shapes us what we are today, and it is going to shape us also what we are going to do tomorrow. Okay, so before we start this thing, there is something called intent. What is my intention? When we do something, there has to be some kind of intention somewhere. Without intention, you don't do anything. If you want to do something mischievous, there has to be intent. If you want to do something good, there has to be an intent. So before the actual thing happens, first thing begin with the intent. What I want to do, what I want to achieve. So my intent when I begin this session with you is that I should be able to not impart knowledge on you, to tickle your brain a little bit here and there. That is my intent. You guys have to sit in the front, don't go backside. Yeah. Okay. So we learned a beautiful thing in before the beginning of the session. Why people are sitting all backside? Why they have not occupied this space? Just think about it. Now, most of us want to hide somewhere. We don't want to show our real self to the world, who we are. Just think about it, what I am saying. We always want to hide ourselves. Who we are, we don't want to show to the world. Somewhere, some chair in front of us, somewhere people should not see me. As a child, when we become scared, we always want to hide somewhere in our mother's lap or behind the door or something. So break that shackle. Understand yourself, why I am hiding today. Okay, because entrepreneurship is a journey of your self-discovery. It's a very horrible journey, I must say. It's a very, very horrible journey. You have to face certain things which you have never imagined in your life. That's why I asked you how many of you are from business families, their parents, grandparents, or somebody, they can easily recall that thing. Okay, so we'll take you to childhood and then we'll come back why this is very, very important for you to understand that. How many of you have seen this? You've still seen that, eh? What is it actually? Are we still using it? Where it has gone? Tell lady, no problem. Yeah, you're saying something. Outdated. Very good. So this pencil, what was the use of this pencil? What was the use of this pencil? Rewind, forward. Are we still doing it? Cassette become outdated. So use of pencil also become outdated. But was really pencil meant for that? No. Why we thought that pencil can be used to forward and rewind? So this is, one kind of a jugaad. Pencil is meant for something, we start using for something else. Okay, great. What are these? Are you using matchbox or lighter nowadays? Matchbox only? Nothing? Then how you are packing? I am asking the guy who smoke actually. Guys or girls, no problem. So where are you still using in the kitchen?
Yes, sir.
Kitchen we are using? Kitchen also we are not using. Where? Puja room you are using. Only puja room. Okay. From your pocket to the kitchen it has vanished. It has only limited to the puja room. So when we were kids, we used to have hobby of this matchbox collection. Anybody parents have got this hobby? You have? How many you have got? 20 only. Ma'am, you have done this hobby of match collection? I used to have 1000 some long time ago when I was a kid. But when I went for my graduation, my mother threw it all the way. So sometime I thought, it would have been a treasure collection in today's world. Okay. Anybody played this? Really? Played? Okay. In cities also do they play or villages? I have not seen in Bangalore anybody playing. Which part of Bangalore? Okay. So, but this used to be very popular. Now it has gone. Okay. So why I am telling you all these stories is that how the things changes with a period of time. The thing which is very important for us at this moment. Just imagine what is going to happen to them after 5 years. Will they also become outdated like our feelings? Remember when you are a child, especially girls, okay, they used to have a pet toy, always carrying them. More than their parent, they love their toys much. Okay, so if somebody trying to snatch that toy from them, they will fight. I have a 7-year-old girl, so I understand that. So they don't want to give it to somebody, but as the time changes, the attachment with the toy also decreases. So imagine when 10 years back, the things which were very important for you, now they have no meaning for you at all. They say, oh, it was just wastage of time for all of us, correct? So imagine after 10 years, which is very important for you right now, job, career, it might also change. Something else will come in the life, okay? So when you look for the entrepreneurs around the world, they have never thought of a current problem. They have always foreseen the future. They were 10 years ahead of their time, or 20 years ahead of their time. They can see, okay, so if you think of making cassette, the guy who's making cassette, he'll become outdated because he will not innovate with a period of time. So that is a very crucial skill of an entrepreneur, to see a future. But how will you foresee a future? Can you just sit down, close your eyes like a Swamiji and predict the future? Can you do that? Okay, can we predict the future? Can we predict the future? Okay, somebody will say, okay, clothes business is very good. Let's open a shop of a clothes shop. This is today's demand. But 10 years down the line, we don't know what is going to happen. Okay. So the cassette example why I gave you, when we were kids, there used to be a lot of cassette shops in our cities. And there used to be a competition who is going to buy. So any new movie come, before that they used to release the audio. The audio cassette used to come. Okay, you guys are listening music in the cloud right now, but that time that was a craze. But I went to my hometown after many years. I saw that the old cassette shop got closed because this guy thought, okay, this is going to the future. I will keep on selling the cassettes. Okay. Another example is everybody has Google. Okay. So now Google, the translation services are also there. You can read in your local language. You can read in Kannada, Telugu, Tamil, Malayalam, Hindi, Bengali, Assamese. All these languages have come. Correct? But this technology is not new. This is 15 years old technology. This is 15 years old. So when the Google company was still, a very nascent stage and they were building, those people came to India 15 years back when they were not proper laptops also. So the software for this translation was built by Indians. And when they given the assignment to one of the colleges, they told them that you just translate it from English to the local language. You build a software where you can translate. Then people here in India were laughing at us. Who learns the local language? English is the language of the future. English is the medium where we can communicate. Why you asking us to build a software which can translate from the English to the local language? The company people says, don't worry, we are paying you money now. You build it and they provided new desktop. That time laptop was also not popular. They paid a good amount of money during that time. They built the software and they have taken back. They kept quiet for many years. Then they launched it. Now see the rural India. See the people in tier 2, tier 3 cities. They don't like to read anything into the English. They are very comfortable about reading in their own language. Correct? We are comfortable reading in English, but this is what we are, not the other side of the people. So what I'm trying to say to you is, you should know the trend, what was happening, how we came here, what is our evolution, how we evolved, what kind of a knowledge we have imparted from ages, and what kind of a culture we are trying to build, how we can foresee the future. You have to catch a kind of a pattern anywhere. So one thing is very important, especially if you want to build this thing. You have to do a lot of things. Okay, so this is an extract from a book called The Toyota Way. So Toyota are the masters in they have mastered the engineering of making cars. They are masters in automobile, and they know how the automobile industry is going to have a turnaround. So this is a quote from their president from 2002, from Fuji Show. He says that we place the highest value on actual implementation and taking action. There are many things one doesn't understand, and therefore we ask them, why don't you just go ahead and take action? It means do something. If you have got an idea, you're discussing with your friends, but not taking any action is of no use. He says go and take action. You don't worry for the failure. Failure is a part of learning. So we always worry, our parents, we have been wired in such a way, go study something, prepare for examination, face interviews. Okay, but if somebody says go and open a startup, people will get worried what we are going to do. Okay, so he says take action. You realize how little you know, and you face your own failures and simply can correct those failures and redo it again. And at the second trial you realize another mistake or another thing you didn't like, so you can redo it once again. It says continuous improvement. Okay, so by constant improvement, or should I say the improvement based on action, one can rise to the higher level of practice and knowledge. So a beautiful quote. So I'll take you to a few more slides, so we'll interact. Okay, so what are they doing? Okay, why are they hunting? Food, Why can't they go buy from the market? Give the money and buy.
No market, no currency, no market.
Fashion. Okay. What else?
No currency.
You want to say something? Barter system. Yes. It is way before barter system.
Goat and vegetables.
Yes, speak loudly, no problem. Stone Age. Okay. No market. Okay. Anybody else? Culture. Okay. Okay. So, we were in the phase of evolution. We don't know anything, na? I don't know from where we came, humans. And for the survival of human, what is required? Uta. Basic thing. Without food, can you survive? We eat minimum 2 to 3 days a day. Okay, now we have facilities. We are wearing nice clothes, shoes, sitting in an AC room, enjoying the luxuries of the life. But still we are complaining. This is not good, that is not good. I have a small mobile. Okay, I don't have vacations. I am not enjoying my life. My studies are there. I am always stressed. Just imagine the life of a person. If this guy doesn't hunt properly, his entire family is going to be hungry for that day. Oh, my pocket money is only $1,000. My parent doesn't look after me. See the other guys send them 5,000 rupees somewhere. So so that is the instinct we develop. Lot of instinct we develop when we face the adversaries of the life. Okay. So whatever we are here today, have all this thing. Somebody would have thought that things can be better. Things can go better, or what can I do so that we can live a little bit comfortable life. For us, the water come to the houses, electricity is there. Okay, we have some mode of transportation. But imagine the time when nothing was there. Our basic aim was just to survive somehow. So the people who have lived, they would have survived in some kind of a fruits or vegetables, raw vegetables. Then somebody would have taught them how to, lit the fire, cook it. And why this is important to know? Because we just don't exist in vacuum. There is a hard work of years and years of hard work of many people who have brought us to this life. We are sitting and listening using all the modern technology like a mic or a laptop or LCD projector. It is a work of many people. So somebody would have moved to a desert area where the nutrient, so they thought, oh, meat is there. So they would have learned this art of arrow and the bow. They would have mastered, how to hit it properly. So it's an evolution. So evolution happens. It's continuously happening now also. How we are going to take it, that is very important. Okay. Then the barter system we talk about. Then the uses of currency came somehow. The coins were there, silver, the copper, then the silver, then the gold, then the currency came. The currency was based on some kind of a reserve or somewhere. Okay, then now a lot of cryptocurrency is also coming. In Government of India is also is launching digital rupee or some that kind of a thing. So that even the current currency have the basis somewhere here. So it has not come something in vacuum. So what I am trying to convey to you is every act around you is a business opportunity. It can't, without the business, without people working for that cause, it can't run around. It can't go further. Okay. So when you start a business, you also have to do similar kind of a thing. You have to hunt for business every day. If the business is not there, then you can't survive. So you have to be very sharp. You have to have that ape man kind of a skill. Now how can I get a business? All your sales and marketing is based on that kind of instinct. Whatever you have read in the books, you have to actually apply in practical. What can I do to convince my customer to buy the product and services from me? Okay. Yeah. So this is another thing. You know what it is? Okay, which is your favorite country? India. Apart from India? Yeah, Paris. Very good. What else? You can share with us also, no problem. Switzerland. Nobody likes America, USA. London. Okay. Swami Nityanand has also have discovered new country. Right? USSR. USSR doesn't exist now. Russia is there. Yeah. So these are red Indians. They're not Indians like us. So they say that Columbus discovered America. Then there is another part of the history. America was always there. It was discovered earlier. So they found the people with different kind of a skin, different from there. They thought, oh, I got to India. Then they were red in color. Basically, they were the Native Americans over there. So they have developed a very nice way of communication with each other. Okay, you can search in Google. Okay, use the take help. So they have developed the pattern by how they can communicate with each other. Okay, so every smoke, suppose so there is a hill, big hill. Okay, the wife is cooking in the house and the husband is on the other side of the hill. Now she want to check what time you are coming for the lunch. Okay, so she can't shout, it's very far. So what she will do, she will create a fire and she'll send a message. So every patch over here has got some message. Are you coming for lunch? Then he will reply, oh yeah, I will come in 1 hour's time. Okay, and it was a mode of communication for them. You know, they developed with a period of time. And so the human mind is very, very intelligent. They keep on developing different modes, you know, to communicate with each other. Okay, and all these things is important into an ecosystem. So what is an ecosystem? What is an ecosystem? Have you heard this word earlier? How many? Can somebody explain to me in simple? Yes. Anybody? What is an ecosystem? Okay. If you are not answering, then I will make anybody's time. Is it okay? What is an ecosystem? Yeah, second guy, without the blazer, third row. What is an ecosystem? Animals. No problem, whatever is coming to your mind, tell. Plants, animals, human, that is an ecosystem. You want to consult your friends left and right? Okay, consult and tell me in next 2 minutes. Okay. Yes, lady with the specs, middle row. Yeah, you only, yes. Speak loudly, I have ear problem. And why ecosystem is important? The balance, okay. Business ecosystem, have you heard this word? Business ecosystem? Okay, I'll tell you. What they told you, your friends? Sit down and tell, no problem. Wow. Can somebody explain me in simple words in our day-to-day life?
Not harming the economic
Environment, okay. Very.
We are dependent animals, so have to live in
only living.
Okay. So I'll give you a simple example. Who discovered electricity? Discovered, not invented. Anybody? Science students? Franklin, who said? Yeah, right answer. Okay. So he discovered electricity when he was flying kite. Some story is there, correct? He tied some metal thing behind it and current came. So he discovered electricity. But was he able to transport the electricity to your home? He only discovered it. Okay. So somebody thought, okay, we can transfer through the wires. Then how to produce the electricity? Okay, we will build the dam. Then we'll store into transformer, then line, and what they did, they built an ecosystem. So this electricity, which is just a switch away, what we do, we go and switch it on. But getting the electricity, an entire ecosystem is working on the backside. Lot of people, process. So the electricity department have their own checklist. Then there is a contractor to supply the wires. Then there is a company who builds the transformer. Okay. Then there is an electrician who comes to your house with the instruments, the screwdriver and other things. Correct. So that is part of ecosystem. How the electricity comes to your house. You are just switching it on. It's so easy for you. Now if you are hungry, what you will do? You will go and eat it. You have money in your pocket or an app, go to the canteen, scan it, he'll give it to you. But that food, the entire supply chain is working. There is a guy who has cooked it for you, then the guy who has bought the raw material, then there is a guy who has stored it, then there is a farmer who has got it produced in the farm, then there is a supply of the water, there is a supply of the electricity, there is a supply of the fertilizers, and there is a people who are going to cut it. So this is an entire ecosystem. For you, what is so easy? Go scan it. The money has come from the parents. Go scan it, eat it, and enjoy it. But there is an entire ecosystem working behind that. Understood? So this is called an ecosystem. Whatever so every day we go morning, we get up, we wear our clothes. For clothes also there is an ecosystem. The laptop, the chair, when you come to the college by bus or accommodation by the local transport, there is an entire ecosystem working for you. Understood? This is applicable for the animal kingdom. The bird, the plants are there, the birds are there. Then birds, and the top the human is there. Of course, everything is for human consumption. But this is how the entire business system works. Okay. So this is. It says that in next 10, at least of all businesses will die in next 10 years if they don't figure out how to change their entire company to accommodate new technologies. So this is an era of technologies. Every day new technologies are coming. Lot of people are working in the background. It has made our life very easy. Okay. Can you give me one example of a company which was very big, but they never adapted to our technologies and they have gone now? They are not into the market. Nokia is the best example. Apart from Nokia, which one? Micromax. Yeah, Micromax and Nokia, similar kind of a thing. Apart from that, yes, she is right. Kodak. Okay. So these companies were very big once upon a time, and they were ruling the market. Their sales were up. People were using their product. But then the filmmaking company, they never thought, okay, that we will run out of the market. Now everything is in your mobile. If you see your mobile and you see the kind of app, you don't buy calendars from the market now. The calendar which used to hang every wall to check the date, you don't have that. Correct? There used to be a small scribbling pad and a pen in your houses near the telephone where somebody calls you. We used to make notes. It is not there. Then which one? camera is not there, okay, telephone is not there, your business organizer is not there. We used to write down. I speak. I am little poor. Scanner is not there. Scanner used to be there. Many things have come inside this thing. So if somebody will think, okay, mobile has got everything, now we should not do experiments. Is it possible? Can we get satisfied with this? Or any business who has to run can get satisfied with this? If you don't do it, somebody else is going to do it. Very simple. Okay? Chaos theory. Has anybody heard it? Anybody heard about chaos theory? Anybody? Nobody? You have heard? You have heard? No. Somebody from there? Ma'am, have you taught this chaos theory somewhere? No. Okay. So I'll give you with one example. How many of you read newspaper? Nobody reads newspaper. Means online, of course. You read newspaper? No. Okay, very good. Who reads? You read? Not daily.
Give it back.
You read? Very good.
26.
So have you heard of Russia-Ukraine war? All of you?
Open the door.
So if Russia-Ukraine war happened, what was the impact on the world? Okay, what is that?
Remote from
How it has affected to you as an individual?
Mind just called me.
Has Russia-Ukraine war affected us as an individual?
Not doing. He's called me for
ma'am says to
Fuel prices have not increased in India. Rest of the world it has increased.
admin. Chetan will go. Chetan will go. Take a bag and go.
The life become hell.
Okay,
Agree.
go.
Hey,
So
I'm bad with this.
whenever any war happens, okay, every country has got something to offer to the world. Okay, so every country geography is very, very different. Means they have a different level of fertile land. They have different level of water supply. They can produce different things. For example, India, we produce lot of mangoes because our climate support that. Okay, we export lot of mango. We export basmati rice. Agree? So Russia also supply lot of oil. Middle East supply oil. Middle East don't have any kind of fertile land, but their way of economy is oil. Similarly, Africa has something to offer. USA has got something to offer. Every country has got something to offer. Now, in a case of war, what happened is, so lot of countries have put the sanctions in Russia. So they are a supplier of the oil, and nobody was buying their oil. So lot of natural gas also gets supplied from Russia to the different parts of the Europe. Now, when you put a sanction on a country, there's a simple rule of economics: demand and supply. When the demand is more, supply is less, price will increase. Yes? So oil demand is more because global economy runs on that. So when the prices of the oil increases, so the people who are using the oil here in India, the transportation of the vehicle, the trucks, so their cost of transporting material from one city to another city will increase. So tomato price, base price remains the same, but because the fuel price have increased, the overall price of tomato will also increase. If one tomato price will increase, the restaurant guy will also increase. You have to shell out more money. Correct? So this is how the connected world is there. So chaos theory is also, talk similar kind of a thing. He says that Chaos theory describes system which became impossible to predict over time. A small change in the initial condition leads to a larger change in the output. So it gave one example. You know, the scientists use in a very different context, but economists use in a very different context. One aspect of chaos theory is known as butterfly effect. It's a very beautiful example. Weather is chaotic, and the metaphor that butterfly which flaps its wings in the Brazil causes a tornado in the Texas. So Brazil is in South America, Texas is in US bordering state. He says whenever the butterfly flips, okay, in the jungles of Amazon, there will be a tornado somewhere around 500 miles from here. So somebody will be wondering, you know, butterflies flapping the wings here in the jungle. How is it possible? Thousands and thousands of kilometers, you can see a tornado. So they used to predict all those things. So why I gave you example of Russia-Ukraine war and the oil and other things. It's an interconnected world. It's an interconnected world. The kind of things happening globally is connected. Everything is interconnected. The education, the companies, the oil prices, the civil unrest in the certain cities, all are interconnected. One act of yours here can have a ripple or multiplier effect somewhere down the line. So it says that with a period of time we can't predict. You know, sometimes we said, okay, we are going to predict this is going to happen, but what will happen after a certain period of time, we are unable to predict anything over there. Who thought that IIT education from India will produce the global CEOs? Anybody thought about around 20 years back? Nobody thought. So there must be something in the quality of education, you know, quality of leaders that are being groomed in those institutes, that today they are in demand all over the world. Yesterday was Puneet Rajan was there. He is going to be the chairman for SAP, global chairman. He was here in Bangalore. I was supposed to go for that event because of some prior assignment. I was unable to go. So a lot of people are going and increasing. So you know, a small ripple effect here will have global impact somewhere else. Not today, maybe down the line. But we can see that, you know, so there is a trend, how we can see that. So chaos theory basically tries to help us out. So PwC, have you heard this name?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So they are also, they do a lot of predictions, they prepare a lot of reports. So this report for 2030, they prepared in 2015. Okay, 2015 they prepared. So they've highlighted 5 important points which is going to happen in 2030. And we are in middle of 2015 and 2030. We can obviously see all those things happening around us. Can we see all this? Demographic shift is happening globally. We see that, na? What is demographic shift? Anybody can explain?
Yes, sir.
You know what is demography? Population is there, but demography.
Age and gender.
Okay. What else?
Life satisfaction.
Okay. So I'll give you one example with all of us. That how many of you are outside Bangalore?
Outside Bangalore.
Hey, no, Bangalore.
How many?
Born and brought up here.
50%.
Yeah.
I am a Bangalorean of course now. How many? 50%. So this is demographic shift only, na? Was it possible 10, 15, 20 years back at that rate? Yeah, people used to go to study to different cities. This is demographic shift, correct? Yes or no? Same thing is happening in Europe, America. People are migrating here and there. Imagine your cities from wherever you come from. How many people from outside have come, settled down? Why they have come and settled down? Because of opportunities and kind of a skills set the city requires. See, Bangalore has built a beautiful ecosystem for the software industry. So people from all over India comes over here. The software gets imported from this part of the is made from Bangalore and then imported to other parts of the world. So this is called demographic shift. So when Bangalore used to be a very, very small city, okay. So when we used to live, nobody used to cross Hebbal flyover. After Hebbal flyover was a different city. Nobody used to cross the Koromangala, that Forum Mall, then South End Circle. So they're a small city. Then what you are seeing increase. Size is increasing. When the size increases, what will happen? Lot of new construction will happen. Correct? When the new construction will happen, lot of laborers will move from other states to work out. Lot of electrician has to come, plumber has to come, architect has to come, doctor has to come. Lot more policemen required. Correct? More and more other services will come. More drivers are required. Not only you are increasing, the services around that also is increasing, and that is happening globally. Technological breakthrough. It is there in front of us. Lot of technologies are there, easily accessible to us, and it is changing life. You can order food, you can order medicine, you can order anything from all over the world. It will be delivered to your house. Okay. Then shift in global economic power. So Cold War. Anybody heard this name called Cold War?
Yes.
How many? Can somebody explain me what was Cold War? Yeah.
Winter.
Between how US
Not that war,
and
right?
USSR wanted to exert international power or user influence.
Describe about
Since they
this.
couldn't directly involve in
Avengers.
large-scale war, what they did is they avoided the war.
I'll take 3 hours.
But an embargo, certain sanctions which stopped each other from internationally.
Correct. Good. Why it was called Cold War?
Because
They didn't.
Because they didn't use
Because
rockets.
it was ice around everywhere.
there was no violence.
No guns.
Okay, good. So 1945, when my father was also not born, maybe your grandfather, I don't know.
Yes, his grandfather.
So after Second World War, the countries always were in tussle with each other. We also fight, na? With certain things. So they were not directly fighting with each other, but they want to dominate the world. They want to show that I am more powerful. Okay. So they will do certain things apart from fighting with each other. So they will build new kind of machines, war machines, all those things. In that thing, there were two main countries, USA and USSR. USSR is nowhere now. USSR got disintegrated, I think, in 1991 somewhere. Mikhail Gorbachev was the president of this thing. So the US become the whole and sole power of the world because they were controlling the technology, they were controlling the dollar, they were controlling the oil in the Middle East. They become powerful. But in last few years, if you see, last 5 years, 7 years, other countries also started showing that we are also powerful. China started showing, India also started putting pressure on the world. China was there, Russia was always there, then there are developed countries like France, Germany. But new centers of power are coming. And you see the war is happening between Russia and Ukraine. Other countries are supporting or not supporting, though this is happening. Then rapid urbanization. Rapid urbanization means lot of people from the rural setup are moving towards the city. So this is happening. Most important is resource scarcity and climate change. Okay. Now we will think, how the climate change is going to affect us. Is it going to affect us? Climate change? How?
Heat wave is coming.
How climate change affect us? Crops, okay. What will happen if the crop get destroyed?
Bag hello. ಬೀಳಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾಳೆ ಚೈತ್ರ
Sale everything. Of course, prices will increase. So recent Chennai floods are happening, correct? So the people who are running their own businesses, they lost. They can't earn the money which was going to earn today. Because of the flood, they can't earn. They don't have a source of revenue there with them. Correct? They lost their houses. They lost a lot of things. Now they have to build it again. So it is going to change our livelihood also in some form or another. So all this is important, and why it is important to know that because whatever we are trying to do, work or business or something, we should always keep these things in our mind.
Cold.
Because we don't know future how it is going to be, but we should keep an eye what are the changes happening globally around us. Okay, you want to take some break, 5-10 minutes? Too boring wala?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Do break. Okay. 10 minutes break. 1 hour is enough. I know.
Pause
Too
that.
much.
Pause.
It is photo.
When the rug will become old, we never used to throw the rugs also. We used to have dusters, cleaning, little bit cleaning here and there. Even the duster will become old, they never used to throw, they used to mix it with the clay and used to fix the crack walls. Okay. So one cloth, multiple uses. Now all these things, somebody thought an idea, they made business out of everything. So everything is available singly, as a single unit to you. So rugs are separate, dusters are separate. Go to any supermarket, mattress covers are separate, bed sheets are separate, clothes are separate. So why I am showing this to you, you have to think as an entrepreneur what all businesses you can do with one single thing. So everybody buys a mobile. Okay. So mobile is a hot selling cake and other thing. But there is another hot selling cake with the mobile is the screen cover. So always you buy a mobile, you buy a screen cover. So some lady in Taiwan thought about it and she made a multi-billion-dollar industry out of it. Just a thought, we should protect the mobile. And I'm sure that nobody buys a mobile without a mobile cover nowadays. Okay, everybody buys, whether it is selling in the roadside or in any big shop. So let's do one exercise. Everybody has a paper and a pen. Just take it out quickly, all of you.
Take photos. Go. They go the front. And the right now, the time you take.
How much? All are single.
All single person also. Shrestha. Yeah. AC is off, I think so. Turn it on, it's so hot.
Done, everybody?
You will feel more hot because of the pen spinning.
So everybody has got a paper and a pen? Okay. So this exercise, first we will do a visualization. We'll visualize, okay? So you don't read what I am going to put. You close your eyes. I will just tell you. All of you close your eyes. Then we'll... Don't sleep but, okay? Only closing the eyes. All of you, yeah, some eyes are open, I can see. Close your eyes, yeah. Close your eyes. All of you? Okay, just listen to my words, okay? Don't do anything now. Okay, visualize that. Go back 50 years. 1972. You are there? Okay, no problem. No problem, no problem.
Not born.
Just imagine what were the jobs during that period of time. Only imagination. You don't have to be very hard. 50 years back, when there were not even TVs, okay, people were using typewriters or something. What are the jobs which were very important during 50 years back, which were very, very important, but they don't exist now? Or not exist to a large scale. Imagine, no opening eyes, just think. No discussion with anybody, your own visualization, okay? 50 years back, which are the jobs which were very important during that period, but they don't exist. They don't exist anymore. Those jobs have gone already. Close ಮಾಡಿ
Chetan is full out written.
Close your eyes, no discussion, no discussion. This is your own imagination, only imagination. Not open your eyes. Take out your paper and pen and close your eyes and imagine the jobs which existed 50 years back. They don't exist now.
Sunil's birthday, it seems.
Go back to your childhood. Listen to the story of your parents, grandparents,
Two mountains,
what they
one
used to
lion.
tell you about their childhood, what adventure they used to have, what hardship they faced. To your uncle, aunt, parents, grandparents, just go and listen to their stories. What they used to tell you, how they used to have the fun. Then based on those things you construct that job was there, that job existed. Don't open your eyes. 5 minutes only you have to close eyes. Don't become restless. Listen to the tales of your grandparents, grandfather, grandmother, or great grandmother, uncle, aunt, what they used to tell you. Based on those stories, understand what kind of jobs will be there. They don't exist anymore. Close your eyes, lady. Imagine. You have to do imagination. The world is imagination. Good time to imagine. Some funny story, something they would have told, you would have not believed them that time. How they crossed the river, how they climbed the market, how they ran away from the house, how they've gone to see the movie, how they purchased the ticket in the black. Imagine in black and white, how black and white TV was there. Okay. Can we come back to the present now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Open your eyes and make a list of 10 jobs. How do?
Silent tickets in black.
Okay, 10 jobs only, not more. He's not asking for hundreds and thousands of jobs. You want to discuss among your colleagues? No problem. Only 10 jobs which existed 50 years back, but they don't exist anymore. Or exist in a very less numbers.
नेक्स्ट टाइम खाना मत होगा आचे अन बड़ा आचे खाना ठीक है
Make it little bit this, you know.
They don't exist now. 50 years back they were very important, but now they are not. They are not there.
Lottery.
Take any example.
Lottery ticket seller.
Is there no
Yeah, my grandfather was there.
Oh, so yeah, forget about it. That don't exist. This is a different thing.
I'm so happy.
Okay, done discussion. Okay, guys, somebody from here. Anybody? Or I will make people. Tell. Pottery. Okay.
Stand up after sir.
Circus, very good. Eh? 10 cinema.
Canada.
Okay. Handloom is there, huh? Not to that great extent. Okay. Then. Okay.
Missed that.
Then. Okay. From this side. Last side, yeah.
Yours is not there.
Huh?
Your right, yes.
Bullock cart. Okay, great. Next.
All mine is there. Yours is not there.
Huh? Yes. Okay.
Mahindra.
That sheet is different. This is pair. We'll give it later. Let him bring it.
Anybody?
Oh.
One sheet
Okay,
is
this
in
side.
circulation.
She told telephone booth. Kerosene oil, very good. Huh? Hand pulled rickshaws. Wood stick for soap, okay.
That budiya ke bad wala candy?
Fire spell, okay.
Cotton candy.
Great. What else?
Not cotton candy.
Huh?
In stick there will be a big candy.
Internet job. Shop, 50 or nothing was there. No internet.
Very less. Very less.
Okay, great. Camel rides, okay.
Your face is coming.
Studio.
You are there.
Okay, come. Okay, great.
Smile.
Lamp was there. Parts. Many jobs are there. Okay, guys, come back. Okay. So, where is bullock cart gone?
In past.
It was prominent, na? Everybody used to travel.
Bro, it's in last breath, bro.
So, what is the
Last
role
breath
of a
is
job? What is the role of a job?
now it's around
Listen to me carefully.
That is 10%.
second
What
right?
is the role of a job?
30 to 40.
Why does a job
Here if
exist?
it comes below 25. then it goes yellow, then it goes red.
Oh.
4 are there,
To
right?
provide services for whom?
75 if it's blinking. 50.
50.
Around 30, 40 this one. If it comes to this,
25
25.
MB.
Only one man. Only one was blinking.
So,
Both are not blinking.
no, we are talking about, we can't remember also 50 years back what jobs are not there. It means we have not spent good time with our grandparents. We have not sat down with them, we have not listened to their stories, I'm sure. Correct? We have not spent quality time with our grandparents. Nobody else. You spend. So tell me, spend jobs. But tell me one of the, okay, forget about it. Tell about one of your adventure which your grandparent or grandmother, both paternal, maternal, would have narrated to you. One story, some adventure.
They fought a tiger.
Hey guys, please have some respect. She's telling a very important thing. See, tales, narrative, folklore are very important. We should hear. Okay.
My grandmother lost her child. That time my grandfather took her for movie with his mother, and they were staying with my grandfather's uncle and auntie. Then that time no phone and no telephone was there. They were coming next day and they went for movie. Suddenly they came, they saw a lock on the door and they were angry. And then they were simply went to took something in the campus of cinema hall. And interval was there, my grandfather was outside to buy something. Then he saw his uncle. Then he took key from my grandfather. Then they all came home and he was holding my grandfather.
That was the story. Great, thank you. Good. See, when we appreciate small stories, it will have a, understanding how the thing works. So now question come back: why does a job exist? What is the role of a job? What is the role of a job? Okay, if somebody was giving a camel ride or a bullock cart ride, why that bullock cart ride was important? Travel, correct? So who need to travel? Who need to travel? We need to travel. Okay, based on our travel, somebody has got a bull, he can attach a cart and he started a business. He will be charging money for that, correct? Later on, guys, okay, later on, the bullock cart was replaced by the auto, bus, car, train, aeroplane. Basic things remain the same. We need to travel. Okay. Now you are going to have driverless car also. Okay, Tesla and other companies are experimenting. But basic need of human remains the same. What is that? We need to travel. Okay, earlier people used to send the messages in the pigeon. Yeah, pigeon. Then they used to write letter. Then the telephone came. Okay. Then your WhatsApp, messaging, all those things came. What is the basic role? We need to communicate with other person. So what are you seeing over here? Shifting. Basic need remain the same. We are just shifting the mode with the advancement of the technology. So this is the reason why new jobs keep on coming. Now, if you see, so artificial intelligence, the driverless car will run. What will happen to the drivers? No job, correct? Is it? So what happened to the bullock cart guys?
They sold their bull and
You
bought
created
a
a bus,
auto.
not car. You have taken the jobs of those bullock cart guys also, na? Why don't you travel in bullock cart if we give you option? Will you travel?
Time consuming.
You will travel. Bullock cart you will travel. From here to Belgaum. From here to Belgaum in bullock cart. Will you travel? Tell me seriously. Why will you travel? You are giving jobs na, to so many guys. So what is happening is, so we need to understand that what is important. Our traveling is important. So we can have a debate. Okay, travel-less car will have this thing. But you know, if you have to run a car on an auto mode, new technologies will come. So basically, it is an evolution of human, na? Because you require more jobs into that kind of technology. You don't require more car in driving of the person. You're shifting your gears from here. So if you are able to understand that, then you will better understand how does an ecosystem or thing works like. Okay. So we discussed, the jobs which existed, how they have changed, why they are changing, how they change, things change, people change, jobs change. Basic need of the human remain the same. So what is a transformation? What is a transformation? You have changed. Okay. What else? Why transformation is important? What was the first slide we saw?
I've taken one.
Intention. After that, childhood memories. Then you saw that hunter guy. Correct? So, if we would have not got transformation, all of us would have been sitting in some jungle and hunting for animals. Yes or no? Guys, pay attention. Somebody's chit-chatting. I don't know who is it. Yeah. So what is transformation? When you shift. Okay. So I'll show you some photos. How the transformation is happening. Okay. How the transformation happened with the era. Okay. What is these people doing?
Cooking.
Are they doing Ayurveda here?
Cooking, sir,
They're
cooking.
cooking, great. Some pumpkin you can see, na? Okay, tell me the name of the greatest chef 500 years ago.
Bhima.
Chef. Bhim was the chef. He was a warrior, na? It was his hobby. It was not his job.
Nana Maharaja.
Anybody know the
Kumbhakarna.
greatest chef 500 years back?
Kumbhakarna.
Chef hai? Nana Maharaj. 500 years back I'm asking.
500.
You're taking me 5,000 years. Anybody know any greatest chef 500 years back?
Gordon Ramsay.
Nobody knows,
Gordon
huh?
Ramsay.
Nothing written any book. Not taught. Okay, today's greatest chef you know in India?
Gordon Ramsay.
Okay,
Sanjeev
TV some
Kapoor.
ad comes now. Anybody from Tamil Nadu?
Sanjeev Kapoor.
Tamil Nadu, anybody? Name you tell me.
Sanjeev Kapoor.
Okay, you discuss with me guys, discuss with me, okay. Do we know any famous celebrity chef? Sanjeev Kapoor?
Sanjeev Kapoor.
Chef Baba.
Gordon Ramsay.
Currently his work is chef.
Beer Gills.
Damu chef.
Bro.
Damu, you know Chef Damu? Okay, he's a celebrity.
Beer
So
Gills.
500, matlab, sometime back, we never know who's the chef, we never make them popular. We always used to make kings and few people as popular and written in the history. We were never bothered about different profession. But if I ask you, who is the president of Argentina? How many of you can tell me? Nobody.
Bigness is
Correct.
president.
But if I ask you famous chef, you will tell me today. Yes. So sitting beside the kitchen, cooking for kings, and in some temple feast, they become celebrity. We know chefs by their name, by their profession. What is happening? What is happened here? Same job they are doing, na? But they got this thing. How many of you have done a travel in this? All of you?
Yes.
Not many. Very few.
Everyone.
Few people.
Donkey
And that too must be for
horse.
fun, correct? Travel in the horse cart was fun. Okay.
Chak.
Guys, no chit chatting. Yeah. So there was a very poor guy who has no other job and work. He bought a horse, he put a cart, and he has used this for traveling. Okay. So a lot of people used to travel in the horse cart. Correct. So this poor guy, suddenly what happened? He became very rich. The horse owner became rich. Is it possible?
Remove and kill, keep it this in charge.
How it become rich? Very good question. So poor guy who was having a horse. The owner of the horse was a poor guy. But now he become rich. Because that was everybody used to have a horse. And they used to feed them. Okay. Nowadays nobody can afford horse. Anybody can afford horse? Only rich people can afford, na?
Bigness, sir.
And that's why the farmhouses. So the horse guy has become rich, or the horse business become rich? Horse, that guy vanished. No, that cart puller is nowhere. This guy is nowhere. You will hardly find them now. In only few places, they disappeared.
He's IPS officer.
Now, if I'm a rich guy, then only I can own a horse. That will be my farmhouse. Otherwise, I can't own a horse. Okay. So this is an
Megalodon.
elephant. In ancient days, the elephant used to be warrior. So king used to have army. So somebody who has got the horses, they will have elephant. So whichever army has got the elephant, they were considered they are powerful. So the elephant was treated as a warrior. Correct? We have heard the stories in Mahabharata also that the horse name was Ashwatthama. So they were warriors. They were warriors. So when the modern the warfare changed, the game of the warfare changed, the elephant become redundant. We don't have the horses and the elephant. We have put them into circus. So a warrior elephant become a circus elephant. We have tamed them. They will facing entertaining.
Chetan, your photo. Right?
You understood what I am saying? So how the powerful elephant become a entertainer in the circus? So imagine lot of jobs. Correct? So the modern witches. They have got technology and they have testing. They have tested. They are like witches only, na? Now you will not get. Now you will appreciate that. Oh, somebody is flying. But which you will not appreciate. You will show him with a ugly face and in a broom or something like that. So this is the moral. 100 years ago, everybody owned a horse, and only few rich owned car. At present, everybody has car, but only the rich own the horse. That is how the time changes. So the jobs, the businesses which are very, very important will become redundant tomorrow. Which is you have not heard of it, any jobs. Call centers. Chat GPT has come now. Okay. Artificial intelligence is also going to take a lot of jobs. So they are not going to take the jobs. Nobody is going to lose any job. They will get transformed into another form. So one of my favorite quote is that the electric light didn't came from the continuous improvement of candles. So what we are taught, do little improvement every day. Every day you have to do little improvement. Then you will become perfect. You will master the art, practice the art. Okay. But if you keep on doing improvement on the candle, will you able to invent the electric bulb? So what you have to do? Transform. You have to go and think into a very, very different plane altogether. Otherwise, you will be keep on working on that candle only. Oh, the candle wick is there. Let me increase the size. Let me increase the thickness of the wick. Let me make it smaller, bigger, or something like that. We will now be able to think about the electric bulb. Now the next level of innovations, next level of thinking. If we keep on doing improvement in the bulb, what will happen?
LED.
We'll improve that one only. If you have to think beyond that, what do you have to do?
Nuclear fusion.
So the job of an entrepreneur is to look for all those opportunities. Where it is going to come from, how it is going to come from, what impact it will have on other people's life, how you can improve the quality of life of the people around you. Correct? So there is a very famous saying. One day what happened is one old man, maybe in 70s or 80s, was in the field putting some seeds. It was mango seeds. So a nearby person was passing through. He says to that old person, grow old, and when you will be able to enjoy the fruit, you will not be around us, na? You will be no more, because he was very old, but he still was plucking the mango tree. You know what the old man replied? He says, I have enough enjoyed the mango grown by some other people. Now it is my duty to sow the seed for the other people to come and eat it. I have eaten. So entrepreneurship is a very, very different journey. You are not thinking for yourself. You are thinking how you can sow the seed so that the quality of life for people around you can improve drastically with your small action. It will not have any action right now, but it will have. We are talking of artificial intelligence today, but artificial intelligence 60, 70 years old. We are using it now. When the person who had worked on that, he never thought that it will take this kind of a shape around us. Okay. So, what is an entrepreneur ecosystem? So, we talk of ecosystem. Can anybody explain? We talk about all those transformation, this, that, here, there, stories. Why it is important to understand what is an entrepreneurial ecosystem? How much time we have, ma'am? Another one? Do we have to vacate the hall or what? Nothing like this. Okay. We have time, no? Okay. Okay. So we talk about ecosystem. Okay, we gave example of how the electricity is coming or how the food is coming to your table. Okay. So when we talk about the innovation ecosystem model, we talk about innovation and why innovation is important, why ecosystem building is important, why transformation is important, why the jobs, what are the jobs, why the jobs are changing. For you to open your horizon. So I am not imparting you any knowledge. Knowledge is there with you guys. You can search the Google. I am just trying to tickle your mind. So we can't work in vacuum. Okay, we thought we will work as an individual. We can't work. We have to depend upon lot of people for lot of things. Okay. So if you see the innovation ecosystem model, this chart is very important because It talks about everything, an interconnected world. Demand, economy, ideas, talent, capital, entrepreneurs, culture, best practices, mentors, access to global value chain, service provider and consulting, government, taxes and incentive, laws, regulation, corporation, science and research, media, business infrastructure, education and industry. You got a wonderful idea. My idea is the greatest in the world. It can change the world. You think, nah, let's go and change the world. My idea will do the revolution. It will create a wonderful thing. Trust me, idea in itself is nothing. It is just a piece of garbage. Idea has got no value. Ideas comes, idea goes. Only ideas which are acted upon, which you put an action upon, is of value. Now that idea can't fructify and change the world until unless there is an entire ecosystem working. So this is a chain of ecosystem. It means as an entrepreneur you should have little bit knowledge of everything. You should know what are the laws. You should know what is the finance and accounting. You should know how that thing to be marketed, sold, how to do licensing with the government, how to have connection with academics, how to have access to the mentor pool. What is culture and why culture is important in nurturing an idea. Okay, if you see the global CEOs trend in India and outside, why Indian CEOs are becoming very popular in the Western world? Why they are being picked up? Because there is a culture. So they all have been born and raised into the Indian culture, where family is important, where taking care of each other is important. That was missing in the Western world. So if a guy who's born in a European or North America, who has got no affinity with the parents, with the society, they don't take care of each other, they will go for their work, they will pay the bill. Suppose the same guy who will become a CEO of a company, so he will not be able to inspire a lot of people, he will not feel connected with the individuals over there. Same if Indian guy goes there, he carries those family values with him, he'll feel connected, he will form a rapport with you, he'll form a bonding with you, and when you feel bonding with other person, you feel really appreciated. You have a talent, but how that talent can deliver good result is how you are bonded with each other, how you can work as a team. So all these things is very, very important. We neglect all those things. Sometimes the parents will say, oh, we should go to a relative, to that aunt's house or this thing house. You say, I don't like that aunt, I don't like that uncle, I don't like that relative. I am happy here, I have my own friend circle, I am happy in my mobile, I'll go for this thing. We don't feel that bonding. Imagine when you grow up, the same kind of a culture you carry, and when you have to lead a team, how you're going to lead the team if you don't feel bonding with those people? How many of you have seen that movie Sam Bahadur? Anybody saw? Only one girl. Oh my God. Really? Only you have seen, lady? You saw? You have not seen? I think we should motivate these people to see all those movies. Okay, lady, can you just tell the story, Sam Bahadur, to him? No, now that is your punishment. Why you not seen that? Eh? Okay, I will tell you then. That is your punishment. You are waiting for OTT. Okay. So, see, Sam Bahadur was the general during Indo-Pak War 1971. It's a kind of a biography. The one thing great about that guy was his bonding with the people. The way he bonded with the guys, and that inspired him. In his own autobiography of General Manik Shah, popularly known as Sam Bahadur. So what happens in Lady, listen. Chatting outside you do. So after 1971 war, okay, there were 93,000 prisoners of war from Pakistan. 93,000 people. surrender in the East Pakistan, which is known as Bangladesh today. So as a general, he visited the prisoner of war camp. He visited them, enemy soldiers. So with the soldiers, he will ask them, have you taken your food? Have your bed have got any bugs? Are the toilets clean or not? And he will shake the hands with the enemy. Okay, he will shake the hand with. They are not using WhatsApp.
Dinesh.
Because they want to be.
Okay, Uber. Okay. So I'll give you example of WhatsApp. So what is the business model for WhatsApp? What is the revenue model, business model for WhatsApp? How is WhatsApp making money?
Talk to players.
How is WhatsApp making money?
Here, this guy.
How is WhatsApp making money? Any idea? Okay,
WhatsApp
do some
business is
research. How is
making money,
WhatsApp
right?
making money? Okay.
WhatsApp business.
Uber. How is Uber making money?
Commission.
Okay. So,
Chicken leg.
one beautiful thing about the technology company is that when the Twitter has gone for IPO, now it is bought by Elon Musk. So they have changed hand 2-3 times. So if the valuation was around 24 billion, when the valuation was 24 billion, it was a loss-making company. They were under 79 million loss. So can you buy a business which is loss-making? Can you buy a business which is loss-making? When they bought, the Facebook bought WhatsApp for 19 billion, WhatsApp has no revenue model. It was not making money. It was only spending money. Yes? Okay. Same thing, Uber, 82 billion, it was gone for IPO, it was also loss. LinkedIn was also loss. Why does other companies buy a loss-making technology company? What is the reason, logic?
To redesign the business.
In the future they will make money, redesign the business. Great. What else?
He's running. Chicken is chasing.
Suppose you open a factory which is making soap. Okay. It is producing soap. It become a loss-making company continuously for 5 years. And they have to pay a lot of money to the vendors. Will you buy that soap company? Anybody will buy? No. But if they are producing online soap, will you buy? Will buy. Okay. Why they buy is, I will tell you. So the difference between balance sheet, have you read? What is balance sheet? Huh? Yes, lady. You only, yeah. You only. Third row. Yeah. What is balance sheet?
Correct person.
Hey guys, please. Have some. Don't respect me, no problem. Respect your colleague.
Actually, that we tally all the income, like what are the expenses happening, what are the savings and everything.
Gone.
Tabular form so that we can visualize it.
Okay. Take us. Okay. So basically, balance sheet is a tabular form is the assets and the liabilities. Asset means something which you own. Liabilities means something which you have to pay back. Simple language. Asset means what is there with you and what is there which you have to give to other party. Okay. Now what happens is, in a traditional balance sheet, asset means it has to be physical nature. Suppose you bought this podium for a business, it is an asset. Yes or no? You bought a car or a manufacturing machine part or a building or a land. It is an asset. So when you have to make car, for example, you have to build car. So what you have to buy? You have to buy a huge sheet of land, machinery, all those things. That is become an asset to the company. Correct? And liability is which you have to give it back. Traditional balance sheet, it is physical in nature and owned by the company. The company is the owner of that asset. But in digital world, it happens ulta. It is intangible. Intangible means you can't touch it, and it is not owned by you. It is owned through an ecosystem. Guys, listen very carefully. Okay, nobody is going to tell you about this thing. Intangible, why? Because if you build a software, you collected the data from many people. Can you touch it? You can't touch it. But if you have to make that software, what you require? You require a lot of human resources, and to manage that data, again you require human resources. Yes? You require human resources. It means you have to pay them salary and all other administrative expenses. Correct? In a traditional balance sheet, where it will go? The salaries, where it will go? Liabilities only. Liability only, correct? You have to pay, na? You have to pay to the people. It is a liability. So there is a land for 1 CR, which is physical in nature. Okay. So instead of buying a 1 CR land, instead of creating a asset for 1 CR, what I did it, I got a human resources. And build a software and build a ecosystem and collected all the data for 1 CR. So in a balance sheet, this 1 CR asset will go into liability. You understood? So this is intangible in nature. Then it is through an ecosystem. For example, when you make an app, for example, Ola is using a map for this, correct? So are they building the map? So Ola has built that map. Ola has not built the map, correct? What they have done, they have taken from Google. Yes or no? So that map belongs to the Google used by Ola, and the data collected is through Ola and simultaneously with Google also. Understood? Now they have to have an invoicing. The bill comes to you. The billing software is again through a third party. Understood? Billing software is also not developed by Ola. It is developed through a third party. Understood? Okay. So you are the owner, but you are not the direct owner of this data. You are the owner through the ecosystem. Correct? Physical asset, you are the owner of the car, and car belongs to the company. In Ola, car doesn't belong to the company at all. Car belongs to the driver, but used by Ola, and they become a part of the ecosystem. So all the asset which is used to build the asset, it all will come into the liability. That's why all this technology company shows the losses. Because instead of building the asset, they have invested the money in building the ecosystem. These are the building block of a digital company. Research and development, brand, organizational strategy, peer and supply network, customer and social relationship, comprise data and software and human capital. All this is an asset for a digital company, which in a traditional balance sheet you will show as a liability. That's why if you build a software company, you will say, why this Dunzo was under some tremendous loss. Every year they are pumping the money and they are showing it as a loss. But somebody will keep on investing in that company. So you understood why do they do? Because they are building a digital asset. Digital asset will show as a liability in a traditional balance sheet. Clear? Okay, great. So this is a evolving corporate landscape, connectivity, knowledge workers, corporate structure and relationship. So we have discussed this in, I think we discussed in bits and pieces over there. The message has been communicated. And so the most important thing is building a network, which is very, very important. Okay, you can't work in silos, you can't work on your own, you can't build your own things. You have to build a huge network of people, network of connections, organizations, mentors, and what kind of a knowledge you are gathering is also important. You will say it is a knowledge. It is not a knowledge. It might not be useful at that particular time, and how it can be useful in the future, that we have to decode. And practice doesn't make a man perfect. Okay, perfect practice only makes you perfect. If you know what is a system, because if you keep on doing practices on a wrong thing which you have learned, you will become strong in the doing that thing wrong. You will not be able to do that. With this, I will end my presentation. And if any questions, we can have a quick question and answer session also.
You want to ask questions?
We have next 10-15 minutes for question and answer. Ask me any funny thing, silly things, not useful thing also, no problem. I hope today's session would have made some sense to you. Little bit. Great. Start question, no problem.
If you want, sir is having a venture, you can ask question with him.
No questions. Seriously.
So tell us something about your venture, what it does, how you started, how is your journey as an entrepreneur?
Okay. So I work into sustainability and waste management. So our company is working on a couple of projects, and prime focus is we work with only corporates, and we only so we give them solutions into waste management. We handle their value waste. We do battery refurbishment, we do e-waste management, and our also is through partners we do. So we are also building a network of the people. We are around 5 people working, and we are working on a very important project in the Tumkur industrial area. And our idea is that one engineering college should be able to manage the waste of one engineering college should be able to manage the waste of one industrial area. So we are working on that. For that we did a tie-up with Sridevi Engineering College is there in Tumkur, and one industrial area we have identified. So we are basically also working on building an ecosystem. It is going to take some time where we reach. Apart from that, we are working on something called Rural Business Center. That is a sustainability based model. Sustainability is gaining prominence in nowadays. We started around 5 years back. We have not reached to a great level, but we are working slowly and continuously. The entrepreneurship journey is a very, very different journey. Lots of ups and downs are there. You have to fight your own battle every single day. Every day you get bored. What can I do today so that I should not get bored? How to generate revenues, how to survive, and all these things happens. This keeps on happening. But things which keeps motivated is that we can do something better for the people around us. That is the philosophy, and we're working on that. And if you want more information, maybe that's another session somewhere, because it's a different thing altogether. In short and crispy. You ask questions, no problem. Anything you ask, I'll try to answer. I don't know all the things. So our one is that on demand. most of business is on demand. And another one model we are working, that battery refurbishment, where see every battery which they use in the corporates, that is for their as a backup for their power. So we are going to, so every battery has a life of around 3 years. After 3 years, you have to dispose of those batteries. So there is a new technologies available which can enhance the battery life for another 2 years. So that capex expenditure will not happen. So we are working on a model where you don't have to actually buy the battery now. Okay, so you can take it on a OPEX model where we will put the batteries and we will keep on changing it. You have to pay us a fixed money monthly. So that is another model we are trying to do. In the RO water segment also this thing is happening, similar kind of a thing. Earlier that company used to fix you have to buy that RO plant, that RO machine, and every year you have to change the filter. Now new model is there, you don't have to own that machine, you have to just pay a monthly subscription of the water charges or something. So similar kind of model we are trying. And another model is the e-waste and the scrap material, which is value waste. That is on demand. Whenever there is a demand, we are available, we bid for it. And we are trying to sell the sustainable products also to the corporates. It's a very different and difficult market at this moment. But we are hopeful, and we are also working on a blockchain technology. We want to put all this data into a blockchain. For that also we are working, our team is working on that. So this is our business model.
They don't have any further questions.
Sure, you don't have any question? Ask anything. Any little bit doubt is there, you ask. One thing you should learn, not to keep anything in your heart. You have to spell it out.
Go.
If you keep on doing that, it will keep on be there only. It will never come out.
Don't switch off until everyone's starting to leave.
Okay, it'll be like this.
Done? Okay. Thank you guys.
We got shocked.
A very good afternoon to one and all present here. I, Chaitra from 2nd MBA. It is my privilege and an immense pleasure to propose a vote of thanks for the informative session end. I take this opportunity to thank the management for being the driving force behind this session. I am also grateful to Mr. Himanshu B sir for accepting our invitation to be here with us on this session and motivating us with an impactful session. Thank you, sir. I extend my sincere thanks to our respected Chairman Mohan Mangnani in his absentia. I also extend my thanks to our beloved Principal Dr. Manjunath in his absentia. I express my sincere gratitude to Dr. Guru Basava Aradhya, Head of Department Management Studies, for your logistic support and guidance. Thank you, sir. I would like to thank Samira ma'am for the constant support and for the session. Finally, I would like to thank all our staffs and my fellow mates for participating. Thank you all. Now I request all the teachers to honor the guest with a moment.
Tell her to keep her hand down. Yeah. Live.
Where it is live.
Bro, 3 hours video correct we need. 3 hours correct video we need.
For what?
If we were to upload in government portal.
Zoom in.
No. Huh? After this 4K na, after you record it.
Pictures here. People, please come. We will put the posture. We will be standing both sides and taking the pictures. Okay? That's all for today's session. Thank you, everyone.
Board member.
Mahendra, call Vignesh.
All are invited to come here. Stand both the sides.
Over na?
All of the stage, please come fast.
You have to take.